With the recent threats on Abia State and also the one that came from the president on Edo State voters, these people should be careful and they should know what they are doing and not online cho coming online to just make statements. When politicians make such threats, they are ready to carry out their threats. I hope the threats that Abians and the Edo State people are making on social media, they are going to show workings when it comes to election day. I hope this is not just another mouth-watering threat or saying that this one APC cannot win in Edo State, Edo no be Lagos. I know it is not just by mouth. Or those that are saying that Alex Oti, if they born you well, join APC. If they born you well, join APC. I hope it is not by threats. If you look at what happened in Abia State, if not for the INEC rec, we would have not been hearing these stories today. The INEC rec, as a person, as an institution, Nena Oti, she stood her ground against the pressure. This woman confirmed that there were people that told her to compromise the election. She played her part, and the people also played their part by staying at the collection center, insisting that they must be there, even it means spending days or weeks until their votes are given them. They know who they voted for. The people had to make a resolution, not online. Also, Edo State, the reason why we have Obaseki coming for a second time, some of these key players decided not to compromise. It is not all about having a social media presence or having to make threats. Do you have your vote? Are you willing to come out to sacrifice your life for something that is good? Because all those people that have stood and fought for Nigeria, they are not in the country. We have this lady, the NSAS lady, that DJ. We have David Hundeyin. He's out of the country. I think he's in Ghana. We have Dambello, who's in China. These guys that speak the truth and are willing to stake a whole lot of things for speaking the truth. The establishment in Nigeria, the evil and corrupt structure in Nigeria will make sure that those people that matter in the scheme of things, those people that can spoil their plan, are taken out. Look at what's happening to NLC chairman. He's been invited. Allegations of treason, cybercrime, and all what have you. What they do is that they identify the leaders that can make a change, the leaders that will not bow to their corrupt practices. They will identify them, persecute them, and make sure they take them out. They know that most of this thing we say on social media may not be backed with action, and they are okay with that. When they see that you are becoming a threat, they try to take you out. I'm raising this alarm because come 2027, Nigerians and those that are involved must be resolved to recall this man in Abia State. I am from Abia State. We must make the resolve to recall this man. Edo State people will put their legs on ground to make sure that nobody sabotages or compromises the election. Nobody rigs the election. The president came the other day and promised the people of Edo State and promised APC in Edo State that Edo State is going to go back to APC. A supposed president. And we have well-meaning people sitting down there, people that their brains are working, people that are elder statesmen. They sat down there and allowed the president of the biggest black nation in Nigeria say such a thing, and they applaud him. Threatening the sanctity of elections. A president, a supposed president that was elected by a credible election, a supposed president, is threatening the sanctity of elections. Now it is Benjamin Kalu coming to threaten Abia voters, the sanctity of elections. I did a broadcast and somebody says it does not concern us. Now it does not concern you. It's happening to Abia State. One day it will concern you and there will be nobody that will come for you. I'm making this video to inform Nigerians that are involved. From now on, have a conviction to stand for what you believe, no matter what. It is better to die as a free man than to become a slave. To bow down as it's better to die on your feet as a free person. I don't know why Nigerians don't see it like this. Nigerians believe that, like especially APC members or people that are supporting this current administration, they believe that good can come from evil. They believe that they can sow evil and reap good. That is the mental state that some Nigerians are in. They believe that if you cannot beat them, join them. They believe that the life they are living is precious to them, even if they are living in deceit, living in poverty, living as slaves. They believe a slave mentality, a slave life is better than living as a free man, a man who has conscience. I believe and I trust Edo people. They are going to take actions. But for my Abia brothers, you know where Benjamin Kalu is from. He has made this threat against Abia people. Since the days of PDP, nobody made this threat. PDP destroying the state was being destroyed by a particular political party. Nobody came to intervene. The politicians were just there sitting and eating the money. Now somebody came to work for the people. Now some people just arose from somewhere and they start threatening the progress of Abia State. And we should not all sit down and watch these things happen and move like that. Like I told you, the issue we have is the politicians and the people, the upper class and the lower class. We don't really have an issue with tribalism. Although it's an issue which the politicians are using against us, is an issue to fight ourselves and disagree within ourselves, even though we are human beings with two eyes, nose, mouth, having the same function, behaving normally, breathing, even though we are human beings. But they use that the major problem is the elite and the lower class. Whether you have Oduduwa today, you have Biafra today, you have Arewa today, this will still exist. When this government came, they have to totally eliminate the average class, because most times it is the average class that makes the difference, that spurs the people from under the lower class, that lifts them up to fight the government. So they are eliminating anything that will pose a threat to them for them to have their way. These people are not human beings. I repeat, these people are not human beings. They have no conscience. No matter how they dress, they talk, they smile, they look, they have no conscience. Good governance is slowly, I will not say Alex Oti is perfect. Good governance is slowly coming to Abia State, but an Igbo man, in quotes, is rising up against good governance, introducing APC, for God's sake, to Abia State. When a police, let me advise us, for those that listen to news and listen to what is being said online or on cable TV, on newspapers, when a politician says something, don't believe him. Look at the results. Believe the results. The Bible says, by their fruits we shall know them. So don't believe what is being said. Look at the fruits. Look at a president asking Nigerians to tighten their seatbelt. But added to his luxury of cars, he has a private jet, he has an Escalade, he has a yacht, and so many other goodies. In crisis, in inflation, in poverty, President advising Nigerians to bear with him, but he is going to add toys, expensive toys, living luxurious lives to himself. That's why I said when politicians talk, don't believe what they say. Look at the result, look at the action. APC wants a presence, full presence, evil party, virus infected party, wants a presence in the south. Look at APC in Ebonyi and Imo State. Hence, since APC has gotten himself involved in Eastern politics, there have been insecurity all the while. We don't want APC in Abia State. APC does not represent good governance, does not represent the people, the interest of the people. APC represents wickedness. Since APC took over power, we have experienced the pain, unimaginable pain. It pains us when we see these people on the platform of APC ruling Nigeria, because they have shown us over and over again that they are not for the interest of the people. They are not for the betterment of Nigerians. Anything they touch, they destroy. So we need to be wise. We need people in every sector that has to influence elections to be on our side. In Abia State, in Edo State. Look at what happened in Edo State. To show you that these people really want to rig the election in Edo State. I'm repeating it and repeating and repeating and repeating. When the INEC chairman told us in 2023 that we were going to, yes, the electoral reform, many Nigerians did not look into the nitty-gritty of the electoral reforms, did not look at it. There was a clause there, and that clause was that they would use manual to validate the beavers and the IRF. That is where the rigging comes in. Okay, if we are going to vote now and it shows probably direct voting on the IRF, it shows that P2B won. The manual they have been using before to rig elections, that have been testing, changing numbers, will be used to validate the one that is done technologically. That is a window for rigging. If you don't understand what I just said, I don't know how to explain it much more than that. Let me repeat myself. The manual voting, the EC8A1, the one they do on paper, is going to be used to validate the one they do electronically. And we know electronically in Nigeria is much more trusted and eligible than the manual. We saw what happened during the elections. Evidence is full ground on how people were adjusting. After people voted, you are adjusting votes counted to favor a particular interest. Imagine if not for Professor Nena Oti, we would have been in a this one we are talking will not be talking, but she is as important as those people, the voters that stayed all night to count their votes. And I urge Edo people to do the same. Edo State, the INEC REC, is a relation to Nyesom Wike. You people that went to school, let it sink into your head. Go and search for who is the INEC REC of Edo State. Go and ask, have they changed the Commissioner of Police in Edo State? What are the people doing about it? Or is it that we just sit down and start analyzing, speaking bigger grammar? Edo no be Lagos. This one will not happen. This one will not happen. It is not by this. These people, they are calculative. They are holding on to power now, and they can do and undo. Just after the elections, so after the protests and bad governance, the government said, I feel your pain. We are addressing your issue. After 2 weeks after, petrol went to the highest in Nigeria. The price of petrol went highest. The same government that people were protesting end bad governance. The same president said, "We have heard you, we'll address it." 2 weeks later, the price of petrol skyrocketed. No explanation. Over 1,000 people arrested during the protests. No lawyer, according to a report, no representative to give them fair hearing. So don't listen to politicians. Look at their actions. Their actions is what matters. Looking at what Benjamin Kalu was saying concerning Abia State, when you listen to him very well, he said, "I cannot be number 6th. I have spoken to the president, have assured him, somebody that was supposed to check the SSCs of the president. They are having meetings. No wonder you see them having different meeting upon meeting upon meeting upon meeting, upon meeting. It is just how to defraud the Nigerian people, to steal Nigeria's money, to stamp their foot on criminality, to make sure that they cover their tracks. That's what they do. I cannot be the number 6 person and my state is governed." That is the real reason. It's not about governance. It's about them staying in power and getting the goody. Southeast Development Commission, he was so happy, as if he won a jackpot. It is an avenue to steal money, because money will be put in that commission. It's an avenue for them to see extra money they can steal. What happened to NDDC? Yet we are yet to see major investors going to the Delta State, despite the billions of naira, almost trillions, that have been put in NDDC. But people that are put in charge are just there to steal the money. One of them is a Senate president as we speak. So it is not now 2027, it is show workings. Don't be afraid to give up your life for you. Now, fortify yourself. It is only good people are not afraid to die. It is bad people that are afraid of death. A killer, someone that uses cutlass to kill people, when cutlass passes his back, he's always afraid. That's an adage in Igbo land. He's always afraid when they wave cutlass in. If you are standing upright and you are a good person, you are not afraid to die for what is right. And we know that APC is not right for Abia State. If you have to take us to put the right people, so that, are you not happy that there is fresh breath coming to the people, human beings? Let me not even call Abia State. Everywhere in Nigeria, we need people to enjoy and get the dividends of good governance. We are not going to take this threat lightly. And let's see what happens in Edo State. And I believe Edo brothers are getting ready. The governor, although I'm not in for I'm in for anything APC elements, whoever. APC as a party is so skilled for development in Nigeria. No, it's not a place. I even wonder, that's my opinion, can a Christian be part of APC? Can a child of God align with such a party? Is it possible? Sometimes I think about it. Look at what, I'm a journalist. I've gone to events. I've participated in some form of politics. I have a conscience, and I know what these people do. My intuition is working. When I look at you and look at what you do, I know what is PDP, Labour Party. It is everywhere. This tendency for criminality is everywhere. But APC as a party, the powers that hold that party is not here. It is not here. They don't see you. They see the power and the money and the fame and the whatever. That's what interests them. They don't even know whether you exist. So don't just come online and start making threats and just you type on your During the protest, I was live in the protest to cover the protest. I show Hawkins I went out. So of us doing this broadcast, we know that people don't like what we do, and it may get to a point whereby it want to trigger reactions, confrontations. But I cannot be a slave. I prefer I die standing on my feet. What is life? Life is doing the right thing. You are living life doing what is wrong. You are not living life, you are living in darkness. And who told you there's no life after here? We are human beings, we have spirit, we live forever. We live forever. There's life after here. And it's a phase. What you do here determines what you do in the next life. You can't be evil here and you think there's no life. There's life after here. You can't just exist here on earth and it's finished. No, there's a life after here. So if you think that everything starts and ends here, no. This is just a phase we are passing to another phase. So my guys, we want good governance. Anybody that will stand in the way of good governance, let us mobilize, let us sensitize, and make sure we play our parts. If you are in the ministry, if you are in any agency, and you know that you're a good person and you want good governance for the people, buckle yourself. Everything we have is a battle. Reasons I'm supporting a Biafra is because this current structure will not give Nigeria what Nigerians and human beings what they need. If the structure is broken into bits, we can breathe fresh air. So to be clear on that, before you can start asking me questions on the comment section, are you not supporting this? I will say over and over again, the current structure, the people, the demons, the evil people that have held on to this structure, holding it down, cannot bring good tidings to the Nigerian people, to the masses. They only leverage on the suffering, put tribalism, put religion to press the people down, and while they are at the top, enjoy.